don't want to piss off an independent, right? That's the world we live in. It's too politically correct, right? And now I have to be aware of that when I'm doing social media marketing, because social media gives people a platform for them to comment. That's all social media really is about for most people, sadly. It's not about sharing or exchanging ideas. All you have to do is hide this from your timeline. Everybody is still going to get to see this in my group. Okay? But it's just not going to show up on my main page. All my friends are still going to get to see it because I like the article. Right? I get a lot of motivational stuff when I'm my coach. Where is he? My jiu-jitsu coach posts a ton of inspirational stuff all the time. I love sharing his stuff. Guess what? I don't even put that into my timeline. Right? I don't, or you would see him. Lee, what's wrong with inspirational quotes? Don't know. Don't want to find out. I'm just being honest with you. This particular quote, it's from Bob Marley. The problem is that people are being hated when they are real and being loved when they are fake. Bob Marley. It's a great quote. Great quote. Glad he shared it, right? I want everybody in my timeline to see it, but I'm going to hide it from my timeline. You know why? It's really simple. Someone might not like Bob Marley, might not like the quote, might find that I can't even imagine what the problem would be with it. I'm not going to find out. The only thing I'm willing to defend tooth and nail is my relationship and my relationship. That's it. Those are the ones I'm going to bat for. You put something negative, I'm coming over to your house on those two topics. That's it. The rest of it, I'm not. Look, this is about business and getting listings, buyers, and sellers. So this has to be cleaned up. You really should get your name with the word realtor if you have a common name. You have to realize that Google is going to use Facebook. I mean, at the end of the day, Facebook is literally the number 3 website in the world, the number 4 website in the United States. Okay, it doesn't, the authority and SEO of your name, and I'll say it again, how do you guys not see this? How would you not make, this is just your basic profile again. I got a resume, line 2 for my search because of that. Can't make it any easier than that for you, okay? Cannot make it any easier than that. You can also make your entire page public. I don't need everything else. All I need is this. Now, my personal business page is public. You can watch videos on it, as we should. Bernice Corona, Lee, so we shouldn't even put anything on our personal Facebook about our businesses? No, you can. I want you to. About your businesses? Yes. Why not? I don't. I don't put anything on my personal. I use it exactly for what it's for, to build likability and trust. Can you? Now, by the same token, if you really need to do something that's business related, I do have a page. Okay? There's a LeeHonish business page where I post that information. It'll cut over there. There it is. Let me zoom this back out a little bit. This is where I post, Bernice, this is where I post all my business stuff. Right? There's webinars. This is where I actually upload and host videos that are for even my website. One of the features that most people don't know about is that you can have Facebook host your videos now. It's cheaper. There's no commercials on it. Like I don't have any issues with Facebook videos. Now, when your Facebook video goes into the timeline of everybody else, they'll put commercials on it. But on your page, your videos are your videos, right? Okay. So everybody got that dialed in? Everybody have my whole point on this whole topic? Are we good right here? Show of hands, you guys are good? We're going to assume that everything you've got to this point is perfect, easy squeezy. Okay? All right, good. Now, let's talk about fishing and finding clients, right? The first thing you want to do, in my humble opinion, is go to the search bar and type in the name of your city. Not difficult. Let's just do the one out my back. Covina. Okay? There will be a tab that says groups. I want you to click on it. It will then list all the groups with the word Covina in it, and it will give you the option of joining these groups. I want you to join as many city groups as you can. Got it? So what am I looking for? I'm looking for, this one's West Covina Buzz, even though it's got, who knows who's in it. Covina Yard Sale. My favorite are buy and sell anythings. Those are usually the best in my opinion. West Covina Yard Sales, Covina, California, West Covina Insider, Buy Sell Covina, Yard Sale Covina, Glendora, San Dimas, Yard Sale. Like, you got to join all these groups. You just do. This is just part of the job description. Bernice Corona. I have another question. If you are going to put any info on your Facebook regarding notice of defaults, what would you suggest as a contact number? Go get a Google phone number. They're still free. I use a Google phone number for everything, but my regular cell phone, 858-663-2537, is out there. It's when people are searching for the phone number. Those are the people that I want people searching for, right? So it's never someone who's interested in joining my program or who has questions about marketing or someone who wants to hire me. They always seem to get my cell phone, or it's a referral. Like, those people will always get your real phone number. If I'm publishing a phone number, I'm publishing my Google phone number, right? And there's a couple of good reasons. One, I don't tend to like taking new phone call meetings with people until I do a little bit of research on them, because I find it irritating when I have a conversation with somebody and they go, okay, can you give me the info and I'll get right back to you? I'm not trying to have a couple of conversations. I realize I only have one conversation with somebody, especially new clients. Let's say that someone wants to hire me for marketing. You're going to spend $5,000 to $10,000 for me to come into your office for an entire week, right? How unprofessional of it is it, right? For me to go, okay, why don't you give me the details about your work and let me call you back and do a little bit of homework and I'll call you back? Or would you be more impressed with, okay, I see who wants to talk to me, what they want to talk to me about, do my homework and then call them? Everything's about appearances, right? And because I'm so ADD and I have to overcome so many kind of learning attribute issues and concentration issues, I need to be as prepared and as dialed in as possible, especially, look, you spend a lot of money. I'm a marketing guy and I'm the best. I'm literally the best real estate marketing guy in the country. That's not me just saying it to hear myself. There isn't a marketing method within our industry that you can tell me about that I don't know the percentages on, that I don't know how to make work. If I don't, I'll buy your system just to learn your methodology. It's almost like doing magic. I want to know how everything is done because there are only 3 or 4 real methods for all forms of marketing. I'm just fascinated with how most people get their listings, right? And what they're doing. And nobody ever likes my answer for how to really get listings if you want to be a top performer. You implement a system, you stay regimented to the system, and that's how you get a listing. Same is true for social media marketing. You're looking at a window that's going to take several months to make it work. Nobody likes that answer. What you want to be told is that I have this slick new Facebook approach that will absolutely drive buyers and sellers to you in real time right now. I am experimenting right now with a phishing system, and that's all I'm at liberty of saying, where in real time you can find buyers and sellers on Facebook. And even then, it's not even, I don't like it. It's a percentage game. Like, you understand that by joining all these groups, the only thing I'm going to be able to do, right? Everybody pay attention. This is the big key. Let's just say you join every, I'll use Donald as the example here. Donald, you joined every Irvine group there is, right? I've joined all the Covina groups. Okay? So I've joined all these groups. Now I'm going to click on my groups. These are all the groups that I am a part of that have the word Covina in the title. Take a look. That's a lot. This exposure right here is probably well over 250,000 people with friends and friends of friends. You get that, right? For a very confined area. So when we talk about marketing, and I've now joined all the Covina city buy-sell groups, buzz groups, you know Covina. If you're from Covina, you know about this street, whatever the group is. Okay? And if I have friends and friends of friends or anybody like, click, or do anything, my exposure goes from the first 100,000 to 250,000 to 500,000 to quickly 1 million people, which for a compressed area of the San Gabriel Valley is not that insane. So here's my question for the room to understand the math. If I buy a billboard off the 210 freeway near Covina and Glendora, right? Let's just say the one down by the 605, the digital billboard for those that don't know it. And I spend $5,000 a month, and they're showing me a drive traffic rate of 1 million people driving to and from there, and they'll get to see my 3-second ad. They'll show me all the math and how they're going to brand me and how I'm spending the $10,000 a month. I might in a 1 month span get 1 to 3 phone calls based on that billboard. I'm being 100% honest. That's the legit number statistically on a billboard in a monthly period. If I get 1 to 3 phone calls, I'm killing it. Depending on its location, rotation, on a digital, $5,000 to $10,000 isn't that crazy, right? The guys who do it are basically doing it for the branding to begin with, just so you know the name so that when it happens in the future, you're not seeing the people who think of that name 6 months from today. Every one of you on this call is looking for a listing right now. You're not looking for a listing 6 months from now. Does that make sense? The people that are listening to this are listening to this as a podcast or looking at this as a video. They're not thinking 6 months, 3 months, 2 months. They're thinking right now, right? That's why I push the monster. If you need a listing right now, go up, put a direct marketing is going to be more direct than any. There's no such thing on the face of God's green earth that will generate real time from social media. Okay? I've seen it all. They are 100% lying if they can tell you that you can find people that are ready to buy or sell right now. And here's why. Nobody listening to this, nobody watching this has a Zillow, Redfin, Purple Brick budget. And those people pay ungodly amounts of money, okay, to drive traffic back at their pages, back at their buyers, back at their sellers, back at whatever. So you're playing a game behind an 8 ball when it comes to social media. So free is better. Do I think that you can use Facebook ads to redirect better traffic? Yes. Okay, you have access to the same Facebook marketing. I'm just telling you, you've got to be prepared for what it generates. Why not do free? If I can get 1 million free views, it's better than 1 million views at $10,000. The click rate's going to be the same. 1 to 3%, 1 to 3 calls or 1 to 3 responses on social media is the same as 1 to 3 responses from a billboard. Does that make sense? That's the way the numbers work. Send out 1 million mailers. If you get 1 to 3 phone calls, still kind of winning. Welcome to mass marketing. And that's what this is. So I've joined all these groups. Okay? Here's the mistake everybody makes. Okay? I'm only going to open up a couple of these, because I'm not going to spend all day doing this and we're at the end of our call. Okay? So, what can you do to find people that are interested